Sagittarius, hi guys, how are you doing today? Be sure to watch my Cancer horoscope for more info on these cards. These are French cards, Tarot de Marseille by Mary Packer. I'll be using this book for this reading to get a deeper understanding of the cards as I'm still new to them. I've been studying them about a couple nights ago and I just love them so much. They have so much in-depth meaning and understanding behind them. I'm definitely going to build a long-term relationship with these cards. And yeah, I just love doing these readings for you guys in general, and I hope you're enjoying them, and it makes me really happy to read your comments when I see that you've confirmed with me basically that what I saw for you was pretty accurate. And your immense amount of love and requests and support behind these videos definitely made me want to do these again, and I had a even better outcome than I ever could have imagined for these readings. So I really thank you for being here and I appreciate you for subscribing. Alright guys, let's move forward with the reading. Shuffling on this little table here. Don't mind me. Kind of cramped. Till I figure out my legitimate setup. What's going on for the month of August? Where's my Sagittarius? I have an abbreviation for all of my signs, and you guys are Sag. What the heck? Yes, the second card that stuck out. Okay. Oh, alright. Why did I know it was going to be a batten? A lot of battens in these readings for the month of August. I feel like because a lot of us are going to be literally hit over the head with the realization. That's what I get with the wand, like a club, like to help us learn and grow, evolve spiritually. Okay. I'm going to do a 3-card spread, past, present, and future. Never got these before. Oh my god, what a beautiful set of cards. Okay, let me see what's going on here. And plus the card that stuck out, which is the 4 battens. So, I'll look into that one at the very end. Unless it connects with something that's going on, then I'll bring it up sooner. But my oh my, this is interesting. Okay. Hopefully you can see good. There we go. The past, le soleil, which is the sun in French. Le soleil. The sun shines brightly with its solar flares down on these children, this pair. These cards have a symbolism of left to right and color coding as well. So left is past and right is future. If any of the characters or figures, any objects pointing or facing or even leaning, tilting towards the left, it's something about the past and again the right and the future. This is a balance of forces. The sun gives life and we give it life, okay? The sun needs us just as much as we need them, and I always think of that song. If only you knew just how much the sun needs you to help it shine the sky, you would be surprised. And these 2 children have the flesh-colored, which is like flesh-colored skin, which is significant in these cards of the earthly forces, the human forces, okay? Some form of grounding energy along with the green belts here they're wearing. Their yellow hair has a meaning, the red collar has a meaning, okay? This is all meaningful. The brick wall behind them, you know, you have to pay attention to the details sometimes, and whatever sticks out first, that's what the reading means for you. To me, these children stuck out first. So one is facing toward, this one is facing toward the right, which is the future. This left one is, I'm sorry, this right one is facing toward the left, which is the past. So it's a blending of forces, just as the sun is. Okay, everything's even, the wall is even, flat, lined behind them. These flares, these rays are even, okay? So everything is in harmony as it should be. I think you've made peace with someone. I think that Scorpion energy you were going through last month, you've made peace with them. You've reconciled with them. Whatever you were going through with them, it's peaceful now, okay? So let's look at what the book says about Le Soleil. I swear, these cards are making me learn French. I'm gonna have to eventually learn. Let's see. The sun. The sun is the life giver without which nothing would grow. Beneath its warm, undulating rays stand two children extending their arms to each other in friendship. The sun dominates the scene with its pleasant face and the healing rays it sends pouring down on the happy-looking figures. The children stand on a white ground, which is purity, denoting their innocence and purity. They are clothed in green, a color that is symbolic of their youthful exuberance. The collars around the children's necks indicate that they are too young to be set free and go out on their own, and their red color symbolizes the creative energy of childhood. So collars strapped to something, okay? I feel like there's still someone influencing, perhaps, your friendship or relationship. You're bonding with this person. Maybe other friends, like, ooh, why are you still with her? She's na-na-na-na-na. Or he's like this. Or maybe you're young and your parents are like, I don't think, I like this person and all, but I don't think they're good for you long term. I don't see you guys getting married and all that stuff, you know. The red color symbolizes the creative energy of childhood. Behind the children is a barrier, but as it is not a high one, it can be easily traversed. The message is that life is better when lived with restraints as long as those limits are reasonable. So you definitely set the boundary. I feel like that wall there behind them. You set a boundary with this person, this energy. Upright and auspicious card. Auspicious or auspicious, I never know how it's pronounced. I better look that up. Even the definition. I've been looking up the definition of certain words for certain readings because I just want to give you an accurate reading as possible. Auspicious, conducive to success, favorable, giving or being a sign of future success, characterized by success, prosperous. Alright, so auspicious card denoting good health and vitality, truth. Secrets will be revealed. Emotional well-being, light, warmth, brotherhood. Yeah, so basically it's been out on the table. The beans have spilled here. You've released all of that tension, that negative energy that was pent up for so long with this person, and finally you two see each other into the light and you can move on forward with your bonding, whatever it is, friendship, relationship. Very good. I'm glad you got along with this person, because I saw a pretty tough month last month for you, I think, if I remember correctly. Alright, present l'Estoile, which is the star. This is literally my favorite tarot card because it's so peaceful. I remember one of my first tarot, I saw the star card and I fell in love with it. Okay. Even the world card, one of the most positive, beautiful, bright cards you could ever get. And it's of a naked woman there in the river stream. Yeah, and she's pouring her cups into the stream, giving back to the earth, to Mother Nature, to Gaia, to the Lord above. And the stars are just shining in the night sky brightly above you, giving you what you need. It's no coincidence the sun shines and so do the stars. Day and night, this just is perfect balance, harmony, peace within you. Like, what? No wonder I wanted to cry. Like, I felt like at the beginning of this reading, I got really happy but emotional, and I felt like I needed to cry, but I can't, obviously, because I don't know what to cry about. But I felt that, like, a lot of watery energy, maybe it is that Scorpio that you were dealing with last month. And they're there for you and you're there for them, and it's the most beautiful bonding. I almost see more like friendship. I don't even, maybe you just made peace, decided not just to stay friends instead, you know, it didn't work out as lovers, and you're just so happy right now. You're just so, you feel really good. And let's see what the book says here. The story of the star. This is a card that radiates hope. The large star, symbolic of heaven, is centered among 7 smaller stars. Each one represents a rung on the Neapolitan ladder of the planets through which one must ascend to achieve purification of the soul. 7 is a major indicator of numerology, of like a being of the light. The woman freely pours liquid from the jugs onto the land and the water, an indication that she is a generous, nurturing soul. That she is naked suggests that she is one with all that surrounds her, the sun, the stars, the land, the sea, and the animal and plant life represented by the bird in the tree. Oh, I didn't even see that bird. See, that didn't stick out to me right away, so it's probably not that significant. The woman's nudity, but so beautiful. That the bird was in the tree. I mean, the reading, I didn't even see that. The woman's nudity can also connote unself-consciousness, a feeling that she has nothing to hide. The boundary between land and sea in the vicinity of a would-be horizon is undefined. Yeah, see how the horizon is kind of like, it's not really flat. And you can't tell where the beginning, where the end is. It's just there. So, to me, that means like the future ahead is still unknown. Suggesting flexibility and tolerance. Overall, this card conveys a relaxed, optimistic feeling that all is right with the world. That's what I got out of it. Upright, a very favorable card, indicating that all the elements of one's life are in perfect balance: innocence, generosity, optimism, faith, and acceptance. Yes. And you're almost so happy that this worked out that you're like willing to, you know that feeling where you're like so happy, even with someone, you're like, do you need $10? Here. Do you want me to cook you a meal? Here. Like, you're just willing to offer. That's what I saw. Like, so happy and exuberant and bright and positive and brilliant, and literally everything is shining on you right now with that. Future, I got Temperance in reverse. Okay. Now don't panic. This can also be a good thing. Let's see. I know Temperance in general is just the balance of forces. Again, red, blue. Amazing that we get these balancing of forces cards. The cups spilling into each other. Balance, blending. Okay? And she's shifting her body to the left and the right. Balance, again. This whole reading is just balance. Look at this. 4 buttons, 2 on each side. Balance, balance, balance. Okay? It's all connected, y'all. I'm going to read you the description and then the reverse meaning. The last of the cardinal virtues illustrated in the trump's Temperance seems to possess magical powers as she manages to pour liquid from a vessel on her left side into a vessel on her right side without spilling a drop. Temperance knows how to blend opposites, and as such, she represents moderation in all things. Even her pose seems to point in 2 directions at once. She maintains her balance as her upper body leans toward the left side of the card and her hips toward the right. Her wings represent the spiritual realm, while her feet are planted firmly on the ground. The rose so prominently displayed in the center of her forehead is of the earth as well. She pours liquid from one jug to another, metaphorically blending the interior world of the psyche with the exterior world of material things. 2 opposing colors divide the skirt of her gown down the middle, further demonstrating her gift for balancing the spiritual and physical realms. And in the reverse, this means impatient with a lengthy task, repetitive actions without resolution, and self-preoccupation. Okay. To me, this indicates that... Alright, how do I explain this in a better way for you Sagittarius? Okay. Right away, this stuck out to me. There was I'll give you an example of what I went through. There was a point in my life where everything was pretty much going as planned. It was going really great. Everything was going my way. Like, literally, this was my life. Like, everything I felt like was shining me. The stars were aligning. Everything. For about a good couple years. Eventually, it kept lasting. This feeling kept going on until I didn't know what to do with myself anymore. And then things started going a bit different. Not downhill, but different. You know, change needs to happen. Change happens as soon as you're ready to move on from your current position. As soon as you're unhappy with something, change starts to strike, okay? And I feel like this is probably going to go on for you for a while until you realize that change needs to happen. And it's also telling me this is not going to last forever, okay? Enjoy it while it lasts. Not the friendship, not the bondage, just the feeling in general. Because something always has to come up in life, you know, to take us off guard. So keep that in mind as you are a fire sign, right? You do want to be aware of something that will come up next, because you fire signs are good at tackling the next task. Okay, so keep that in mind. I'm going to look into the Four of Batons now to really confirm what this whole general reading is all about, okay? And again, look into your rising and your moon sign to confirm to the whole extent what you're going through. All right. This is in reverse, which means romantic frustration, uncertainty. Yeah, so basically that can also mean with any relationship, any bonding with one person or another, you're going to go through something potentially that will cause the scales to tip over and to maybe even try to wreck this bondage, you know? You're not going to be like this happy-go-lucky with this person all the time. Maybe you'll find someone new and then you're even going to forget about your friends. You know, people do that all the time. They forget about their old bestie and no longer call them or go shopping with them. And all of a sudden they're like, hey, what happened? You know, and then you just realize what you did. And now you're like, oh, God. You're sitting in regret. And, but you're good with people. You Sag, you're really good with people. Socializing. So, I don't doubt that you'll somehow find a way to either let go of this or fix this. But it's not the person's fault. It's not yours either. It's just life happens. Stuff happens, okay? And when stuff hits the fan, you'll know how to take care of it, okay? Just enjoy this while it lasts and take control when the time needs to come so that you can enjoy another instance in the future. Thank you, Sagittarius. Very beautiful reading. Again, refer to my Cancer reading for more info on these cards. Please be sure to subscribe, and I will move on to the next reading now. Bye, guys. Really great. Oh.